The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. And the opponent,
model, all right. Ed's a real humanitarian. A guy who just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league but couldn't keep up with him.
Come on. There's the tag. That's the way to do it.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR. Oh, really? Enlighten us, King. Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to...
They got the tag! I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is?
His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's gonna have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, he's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna... He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible...
He went straight for the pin. No eyes on him.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask.
Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
JBL so great, JR? He never sits back and rests on his laurels. He's always setting his sights higher. And I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hold.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting...
This could be a pinfall. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to...
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. I think you've got a selective memory there, Kingfish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when...
Oh, man, I've been in this hole before, JR. Oh my God, they did it, they did it. Team Smackdown has just won the Survivor Series main event.
I don't believe it. Talk about overcoming the odds. I'm so happy. I can kiss you, young lady. You're so pretty.
Easy there, partner. I'm flattered, but don't get too excited.
Hey, I said almost, all right? But man, what a match. And despite the problems this team has had in the past month, what a great victory for SmackDown.
Shay, listen to me, brother. Yeah, I know Team Raw lost, but that's not my fault, you dig? Shay, you said you were gonna bring me to Raw. I did what you asked. Shay, Listen, I'm the 5-time champ. You can't leave me here on Smackdown. These suckers are gonna tear me apart. You dig? They're gonna tear me apart.
Holla, holla, holla.
Shane, I gotta go.
I will find it. I will find it.